Tigers resumed camp in Morocco. We had Iwobi's video going viral, and some Moroccans said if you can't afford a five-star hotel, that's a problem. You have to be able to put your players in good hotels before the NFF.
The NFF don't even get shame. They don't even try and cover their disgrace. Yesterday we were seeing hotel news. Iwobi later cleared up the air on that one. But we saw the hotel of Gabon and Cameroon and it was looking better. Look at Morocco. Was it not the under 17 that beat one country 16-0 which day? Can our under 17 even try that? The same time they gave Morocco the money that they are using, that they have used to develop themselves to become a giant footballing nation, respected all over the world. Where are we? Where is Morocco? Look at our stadium. Can our stadiums compete with these Moroccan stadiums?
Assalamu alaikum.
FF is shameless. Hi! The Nigerian Football Federation is the most incompetent and most shameless footballing body in the entire world. Nobody comes close to them in that aspect. The Super Eagles are in Morocco now. They are supposed to be training for a match on Thursday, but they not train at all today because they are boycotting training because they have not been paid their personal allowances, their special allowances. They have not been paid it. The Super Eagles waited and timed this moment because they knew that the NFF will have to pay them because this is our most important match in the last 4 years. They had to use this opportunity because they know the level of corruption and the level of incompetence that is now NFF currently. It's a shame. Before our biggest match in the last 4 years, our last hope of the World Cup, after qualifying for the playoffs with dramatic scenes at the very end in Oyo, and now this. Haba. The NFF don't even get shame. They don't even try and cover their disgrace. After all the exposition, after everything they have been exposed for doing, they don't say, let's do everything legally. Let's do everything. Let's make everything. Let's overcompensate. No. Yesterday, we were seeing hotel news. Iwobi later cleared up the air on that one. But we saw the hotel of Gabon and Cameroon and it was looking better. They're not giving these guys the best of the best. They are used to getting the best of the best. They will come here and they are complaining about different things. Haba. Super Eagles did not go outside at all. That today's training is over. They have missed it. We have missed one full day of training. Gabon will be there training. Cameroon will be there training. Congo will be there training. Also have missed training because of NFF. Nigerians tomorrow or Thursday, when the match happens and we lose or anything bad happens, nowhere to channel your anger. Me twice make that mistake before of channeling my anger to the Super Eagles. Nowhere to channel your anger. How many of us would have known this even not for Simo BK? Exposing everything. If I'll give you money, do something. No. Or you do something with your own initiative. Do something with the money. Nothing from you. Take money, build stadium, do what? No. Look at Morocco. Was it not the under 17 that beat one country 16-0 which day? Can our under 17 even try that? How are our under 17 even faring? What conditions are they growing in? The same time they gave Morocco the money that they are using, that they have used to develop themselves to become a giant footballing nation, respected all over the world. World Cup semi-final 2022. It's the same time they gave Super Eagles that have more talented players the same money. Where are we? Where is Morocco? Where are our stadiums they told us to build? Where is everything now? It's enough. Enough is enough. Let everything scatter. If we don't go for the World Cup, let us not go. We Nigerians now, tomorrow, will come, or Thursday, we will come and pour all our anger, all our frustration of the week, pour it on these players. When they cannot even think well, when they cannot focus on football well, because of an organization. It's not fair. Oh. Carry your anger, place your anger on them. Know who your anger should be on Thursday. Oh. If any, whether we win or lose, know who your anger should be on. Look at our stadium. We're still using Katako, using carton as our advertising board. Can our stadiums compete with these Moroccan stadiums? We're a footballing nation. Football is big in this country. It's one of the biggest enterprises in this country. If not that music is privatized, that musicians can make it on their own without the help of government, or they don't need to be under anybody.
Turn to sports news. Nigeria's Super Eagles have boycotted a training session in Morocco ahead of Thursday's World Cup qualifying playoff game against Gabon. The Nigerian Football Federation owes the players bonuses for several months heading into the crucial clash. Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell and his team are also owed several months' salary by the federation. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by Arise correspondent Ebi Iyoman. Good to see you, Ebi. One day you're in France, the next you're in Nigeria. I mean, how's about globe trotting, eh? But this sounds pretty serious. Tell us more.
It's really serious. If you look at the background story, for years now, the NFF has always had this issue of not paying players, and they come out to say that the players have been paid. I know for a fact that some players say they've not been paid, and there's contradictory remarks by the NFF. But this time out, they've come out together in unity to say they have not been paid. The background story is since 2019. That's the AFCON qualifications.
You mean not paid their bonuses?
Their bonuses, their match bonuses, the camp bonuses, none. So when Amadou Pinnick was there in 2019, it started from that time. They've not been paid. And when the new NFF president, as Gusau, came on, they had a deal that they would let go of those bonuses and start afresh. So from the AFCON, this year's AFCON qualifiers and this current World Cup qualifiers, they've not been paid anything at all. And later on, they had another agreement that they would now be paid after they qualify. Now, what are the chances that these players would even qualify? So should they not qualify, would they not be paid at all? Let's not forget that 2019, players like Mikel Obi, John Ogu are no longer the Super Eagles squad. It means, would they even be paid? Should these monies be accounted for later on? So it's just a way of bringing Nigeria in bad light, because just 2 days ago, when the Super Eagles resumed camp in Morocco, we had Iwobi's video going viral, and some Moroccans said, if you can't afford a 5-star hotel, that's a problem. You have to be able to put your players in good hotels. Before the NFF came to clarify everything, it's just one controversy to the other.
So they've cut training. They say they won't train again.
They won't play if they don't see the money.
Right. Does it look like it's going to be resolved?
It's serious, because it's a fresh news, a breaking news. I got some talks from some players who say that they are not going to play. They do not care what happens, that Nigerians just see them in different light, because Nigerians will come out to say they are not patriotic, but how many workers will let go of 6 years of not being paid to start afresh? So they want to see their money is being paid, and they do not want the NFF to later come out to say they have been paid when they have not been paid, because that's what has been going on for years.
Is there any word from the Federation?
Well, some of the players say that they heard talks that the NFF president is on his way to Morocco and persuading them to train, that they'll be paid on Thursday. But for years now, they've always saying, we'll pay you this, we'll pay you that. Some players have let go. They can't even come out to say they are being owed 5,000. How much is this bonuses? Some are 10,000 per match, 5,000, then 3,000, about $3,000 for camp bonuses or allowances. None have been paid at all.
And this is coming ahead of Thursday's World Cup qualifying. I can see you almost want to cry there. It's coming ahead of Thursday's World Cup qualifying playoff game against Gabon. What does that mean in terms of Nigeria's chances?
It means a lot. This is a major distraction. Gabon are already resting, training ahead of this important game. And let's not forget they have a player like Aubameyang, who is was an African Player of the Year. He's led this team, Gabon, to this position. Save for the withdrawal by Eritrea, Nigeria would not even have been in this stage. So this is like a lifeline given to them. And for the NFF to even let this kind of issue happen is sad. And Nigeria did not qualify for the last World Cup. This would mean that, let's say anything happens, they do not get the victory against Gabon. It means Nigeria, a generation of players, will not be at 2 World Cup tournaments.
Absolutely.
Because in 4 years' time, a bulk of the players will be over 30, about 34. Lionel, who is already 29, will be about 34. So what are the chances that they won't get an opportunity to even feature in the qualifier? So it's just sad.
And from the message you sent through, it looks like it's not just the Super Eagles players. The head coach, Eric Chell, and his team are also owed several months' salary.
And you know why this is sad? When Eric Chell came on board, the mandate was for him to qualify the team, and he's on his way, or he's trying to do that. And to see a coach who has not lost a game, because before he came on board, Nigeria lost games, drew several games, and he's not lost any game. He's putting his efforts. The monies the federal government have given out, why are they not accounted for? Why can the NFF not generate money on their own? Must they depend on the government solely? So it's just sad. This person is not Nigerian, he's a Malian. The news we keep spreading that Nigeria never pays.
That's a very legitimate question you raised there, and I hope that this will be resolved as quickly as possible. And thank you also for breaking that story and bringing it to us as